Hey everyone, today in this video we're going to be looking at Bitcoin and the bullish channel that has formed and the channel break that has occurred and where our potential bottom is from this break and are we going to continue upward. If you find this video insightful and helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for future crypto analysis. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into Bitcoin. As you can see, I'm going to make this video pretty short, by the way. Um, because it is a pretty simple analysis, pretty quick analysis. So as you can see here on the hourly, we've been forming somewhat of a bullish channel for the price action starting, I mean, I could actually drag this back here and you got a pretty strong bullish channel here. It's a pretty parallel line, or a couple parallel lines, and you got just a nice channel forming. But it appears that we have broken this channel. So what happens when we break the channel? Where's the potential bottom? Um, is it going to be a total rollover of the price action, or are we going to see potential continuation? Well, usually when you break the bottom part of a bullish channel, what you end up doing is you take the upward price measured to the bottom price, and then you take that same measurement and double it, and that should be your your approximate target for where the bottom would be or where the demand will be for your potential support. So if you take the top of this channel price and measure it to the bottom here before the break, you get this line here. And then when you clone that and double it, there you get uh, your potential price action and target. So where does that leave us? So you see we do have this bottom potential support band at 38342. There's also support right here at 3890. You can see there's a lot of, if I zoom in here, we got a lot of buying and of the of the coin at this level. So that is where our potential will be. It's going to be like somewhere in this area if you're going to see a bounce back up to the upside. Now I will show you, you know, this article that kind of explains, breakout from a bull channel followed by a measured move. So if the price manages to break out from any channel, the first target is usually a measured move. On the chart above, we can see another bull channel. Line X is drawn across from the high price of bar 5. So there's our line X from bar 5. Line Y is our bar low. And then line Z is a measured move down from line X and Y. Bar 7 is found support, at the measured move, and the price continues to climb. And that's the key word here. If we find that we hit this low, the price does continue to climb. We've just hit a point in our channel where our bull channel where, demand has run out and supply is too high. And when that happens, you're going to see prices diminish. So the key to look for here is, will we find a support level? Will we find this support at 38342? Will it be at this 389 level? It honestly doesn't really matter as long as you find support. Now, if we break below this 38342 level, that will be a clear sign that we're going to see lower lows. And at that point, your next low will be probably the swing low here. If I put out this horizontal line on it at 36413. So we need to watch. If we hold this level here and start making, higher highs, then we're fine. We're still in the clear. But if we break down below this low, or below this support line, I would say our next target is the 36413 level. So it's at this point we're just going to wait and see what happens. I'll also like to point out the BTC dominance. If you don't know what the BCD dominance is, or the BTC dominance. Sorry, the BTC dominance. That is the market capitalization of Bitcoin compared to the total market capitalization of the entire cryptocurrency market. And as you can see right now, and it's a ratio, or it's a percentage rather. So as you can see right now, the Bitcoin dominance percentage is in a rising wedge pattern, and usually a rising wedge pattern uh, means you're in a you know a bearish turnaround. So what that can mean relative to the price, if we see Bitcoin's dominance market cap drop, you're going to see drops in prices, unfortunately. And but what that can ultimately mean is you're going to see potential rises in altcoins. So at this point, it's just a waiting game. Rising wedges aren't 100%. They're about 2 out of 3 times you have a rising wedge, you're going to see a bearish reversal. But there's also that 33% chance that we bounce off this and we continue for new highs. Um, it's just a waiting game at this point. We will see. Uh, but yeah, just look out for these price levels here. The 38342 and the 36413. Those are our two kind of critical levels to continue this price action. And I will remind that dips like these or pullbacks like these are healthy. That's what you need to see. And it's what is expected when you have a rapid increase like this. You're going to see sell-offs. You have people who bought down here who are selling up here. You have people who bought during the middle who are starting to sell, and you have people that are potentially panic selling on top of all that when they see the price dipping lower and lower and they don't see any reversal. So this is definitely expected. You're never going to rise, in a straight line. You're going to see pullbacks. I mean, even when we had these dips, you saw pullbacks in terms of the upside while we were still going lower. So at this point, it's a waiting game, and we'll see if we can get back inside this channel or if we're going to kind of keep rolling along in this sandbox, so to speak. So yeah, um, one more key thing I forgot to mention before I leave. The final thing that I think is very interesting is on the daily. Let me get rid of this. Just get rid of all these drawings here. If you look here, you can see our highest candle was this third one here that had that long wick. If I can if I zoom in here for you, we had this long wick, and look at where it topped out at. If you see the high up there, it says 42,605, 64. Now, if you come over here, look at this wick, 42,605, also exactly 42,605. So I think it's very interesting, that these two wicks basically are identical. I mean, this one is 64 cents higher. But I mean, to the dollar, they're the exact same. And I think that's an interesting thing to look at. This 42,605 level is a very critical level. So at this point, we will see what happens. Once you break this level, I think you've got that this is the critical level because you have such a sharp decline here. There's no real levels of resistance. I mean, there's some, but they're not as rapid or as strong as this 42,605. I mean, you had huge wicks up on multiple occasions, and I think once that level is broken, it's potential off to the races for the price. So that's and I wonder if that's why there was so much selling pressure at that level and why we are seeing this kind of pullback here. And that's fine and that's healthy. We'll find our lows. We'll find our demand level. Hopefully, it is within this 38,342 level. We'll start building up again and potentially have another shot at breaking that 42,605. So yeah, So far so good. Nothing to panic about. Don't necessarily know if we're going to go back down into the below 30s levels yet. Nothing is telling me that. I mean, obviously, once we start breaking down, if we start breaking down those support levels, then we might have to reconsider going back below 30K. But as of right now, things look okay. Um, so yeah, uh, if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll be releasing more and more videos uh, throughout the week, throughout the months, throughout the years. So y'all take it easy and keep that technical analysis.